You've seen the videos, 8 signs of true love, how to know they're the one. Real love makes you feel safe, accepted, supported. And every time you watch one, part of you thinks, yes, that's what I want. That's what I thought I had. But here's the thing nobody is saying out loud. Most people who felt every single one of those signs were still in the most toxic relationship of their life. So today, we're not doing another love list. Today, we're going deeper into the 8 feelings people confuse for love that are actually something much darker. And one of them might be the reason you're still stuck. Before we get into it, here's the psychology you need to understand. Your brain doesn't label feelings as love or not love. It labels them as familiar or not familiar. And if you grew up around chaos, emotional unavailability, or a parent who was sometimes warm and sometimes cold, your nervous system got wired. It learned that tension, uncertainty, and that desperate need for someone's approval, that is closeness. That is connection. That is love. So when something that actually looks like love shows up, calm, consistent, safe, it feels wrong. It feels boring. It feels like something's missing. This isn't a character flaw, it's a neurological pattern. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let's go through the signs. Sign 1. You feel like you can't live without them. People call this deep love. Psychology calls it anxious attachment. When the thought of them leaving sends you into a panic. When you check your phone constantly. When their mood controls your entire day. That's not love. That's your nervous system in a state of threat. Real love doesn't make you feel like you're one argument away from losing everything. Ask yourself, are you addicted to the relief they give you? Sign 2. The connection feels electric and intense. This is the one that fools everyone, that magnetic, all-consuming pull. Here's the dark truth. Intensity is not intimacy. That electricity? It's often cortisol. It's your brain in a heightened state because the relationship is unpredictable. Hot and cold, push and pull. That's not a deep soul connection. That's a trauma bond. And it's one of the hardest things to walk away from. Sign 3. You'd do anything for them. Sounds romantic. It isn't. When you shrink yourself to keep someone comfortable, that's not devotion. That's fawning. It's a trauma response from learning that the way to keep love or keep the peace is to disappear a little, to need less, to be easier. You're not loving them selflessly. You're protecting yourself from abandonment, and you've called it love your entire life. Sign 4. You fight, but you always come back together. People say this proves the love is real. When conflict becomes the cycle that keeps you together, you're not working through problems. You're regulating your nervous system. The makeup feels like proof of love. But you needed the argument to get there. That's 2 people using each other to feel something. Sign 5. You feel like you're the only ones who understand each other. This feels profound, soulmate level. It might actually be codependency. When 2 wounded people find someone who gets it, the relief can feel like fate. But sometimes, 2 wounded people don't heal each other. They become each other's reason to stay stuck. A real partner doesn't just understand your wounds. They don't make a home in them. Sign 6. You've never felt this way before. Probably true. Here's why that's not the proof you think it is. If your previous relationships were emotionally flat, then someone who gives you any emotional intensity will feel like a revelation. But you're not comparing them to healthy love. You're comparing them to nothing. Know the difference. Sign 7. You keep forgiving them. You've told yourself it's because you're loyal, mature, but there's a line between forgiveness and tolerance of repeated harm. Trauma bonding makes that line invisible. Every time they hurt you and come back, your brain releases a hit of relief. Relief after pain feels like love. It's the same mechanism behind Stockholm Syndrome, and it's more common in ordinary relationships than anyone wants to admit. Sign 8. You can't imagine your life without them in it. Not because they complete you, because over time, you've made yourself smaller to fit the relationship. Your identity has quietly merged with theirs. That's not love giving you roots. That's love taking them. None of this means you haven't loved anyone. It means you've been searching for connection with the tools you were given. But now you know the difference. And that's where it starts to change. Real love isn't supposed to feel like survival. If it always has, that's not a you problem. That's a pattern. If any of these hit close to home, drop a comment below. Which one was yours? And if you think someone needs to hear this, share it. New psychology every week. I'll see you in the next one.